remember, relatives and friends of the late veteran politician Kenneth Matiba are gathering at his home in Limuru to mourn an icon who some have referred to as a hero and a champion of multipartyism. Now, Seth Olale, our reporter, is in Limuru with the latest. Seth?
Thank you so much, Gladys Gachanja. Indeed, grief still engulfs here the Limuru home of the late Kenneth Matiba, and today the family is still preparing for those funeral arrangements. We are expecting high dignitaries to start assembling at this particular point, and the latest news that we have is that the Deputy President William Ruto will be coming to condole, or rather console, the family of the late Kenneth Matiba at around 12 p.m. But right now we have the Senator Beth Mugo, who was just among those early dignitaries and high-profile delegation that came indeed just to come and spend some time with the family. And right now I just want to bring on the senator. Just briefly, just tell us about, you were able to meet the family this morning, and just tell us about your thoughts and how you interacted with the family.
Thank you very much. First of all, I want also still to offer my deepest condolences to the family of Honorable Matiba on behalf of my family, because they are also family friends. Kenneth Matiba has been a great example of what's to love your country. And while he gave himself to this country, not only him, his whole being, his family, his properties, for the benefit of Kenya, we thank him indeed. And the best thing we can do is to emulate him, to love our country, to love your neighbor than we love ourselves. And as we keep on congratulating His Excellency the President and Right Honorable Raila Odinga for coming together, I think that is a great example of now showing Kenyans that we are one and we should live in harmony, in peace, so that those who have fought very hard for this country, like Honorable Matiba, have not done that in vain. So my deepest condolences, and I have seen the family, and Edith, his wife, she's strong in the Lord. She's taken it well. She was narrating to me how she was with Ken until the last moment, how strong he was, like he has always been. He faced death with strength, and we thank God for his life. So my fellow Kenyans, let us just give a little bit to ourselves, to Kenya and to the Kenyans.
What is the best way that Kenyans can celebrate the legacy of the late Matiba, and especially the young people who've joined politics and even the civil society, people who are eager to make sure that democracy continues to be upheld, or rather upheld, in Kenya? What are some of the lessons that the young people should learn and take it forward?
I think some of the lessons that he has taught us is when he took on to something, he followed it to the earth. He did not give up, whether there were difficulties or not. When he's convinced that something is right, he was convinced and he followed it to the end. Right now, we see a lot of living things hanging, giving ourselves fully to serving our people, not just our pockets, not just our well-being, but all Kenyans, our people, to have a better life. That's what Matiba has always stood for. I think there are so many lessons we can learn from him, but for me what stands out is his selfless love for other people, for his constituents, for his Kenyan family. If we all can give a little bit of that love, Kenya will be a complete different place. And young people have an opportunity to do that. And one person told me, an elderly woman, those who fought for independence, if now, when we are fighting for independence, Kenya will never become independent. And I think the message she was giving in us, we have become so selfish. We are not ready to give up anything for our country. We just want to take and amass more and more. Let us now maybe think again and see what is very important for a country and who makes a country to be a country. It's not just me, it's all of us together. To harness nationhood, we become a true, strong nation. I think that's what Matiba would like to see us be. And the young people, they have a challenge to do that. Where we have failed, let them now come and fill in. And where we have succeeded, let them now come and even add more. Yes.
Senator, just before I let you go, yesterday the Muranga Senator Mwangwe spoke to us, and he was so categorical that indeed Kenya has learnt a lesson from the mistreatment of the late Matiba, and he went ahead and said that although they have forgiven, but they have not forgotten. And in your own ways and in your own sentiments and in your own opinion, we know the High Court recently awarded the Matibas some compensation, slightly some money below 1 billion shillings. And don't you think as this is enough? Do you think that this is compensation enough for the damages and the kind of mistreatment he went through? And how can the state compensate the Matibas in a better way?
I think it will never be enough. The suffering that Ken Matiba has gone through, I saw him in London when he was hospitalized. I've seen what he's gone through. He's one of the people I really admire his style. I don't think government can ever compensate what he has lost. But I think what we can do in a small way, first of all, is to pay what the courts have awarded him. And even, if possible, even out of Kenya's, our own volition, add more to it. And see also that his family is taken care of, that is not struggling to make the ends meet. We know how his properties, what happened to them. I want to commend the president and the deputy president because they did go to visit Ken Matiba when he was even at the coast. We saw that, all of us. It shows they care. But I know they'll go a step further and even honor him in more concrete ways, but especially pay this what he has been awarded by the courts, and also award him the highest honor, the medal we can give in this country. I think he deserves. I believe Ken had won even the second that election he's supposed to have lost, but because even if he did not take the crown, we can give it to him in a different way by honoring him.
Thank you. Thank you so much. That has been Senator Beth Mugo speaking to us and just sharing her opinions and even just her sentiments and eulogizing the late Kenneth Matiba. We are in Limuru, the late Kenneth Matiba's home, where the family will be meeting dignitaries and also planning for funeral arrangements. Now, news just in is that we're expecting the Deputy President William Ruto to arrive at this particular place at around noon, and this is the official communication from the Deputy President's office. And so we'll be on standby here at this particular place and just try to give you the updates even as they happen here from Limuru.